In this section, we will look at pro forma invoices for progress billing. Let's say that for our fixed price project for art cages, we hired a subcontractor to perform a part of the development task. In this video, we will create a mixed billing rule, a single billing rule that can be used to process different types of billing steps. We will also build a project that utilizes this rule. In the following section, we will explore the functionality of pro forma invoices. We will configure a mixed billing rule, adjust the progress billing lines of a pro forma invoice, and group pro forma invoices by using grouping conditions. To create a mixed billing rule, let's now navigate to our billing rules form. We can enter a new billing rule ID and add a description as mixed billing. Ensure that active is selected. On the left pane, we now add a step for the progress billing. And on the right pane, we can now update the settings for this step. We can now select the billing type as progress billing. With this type of step, the system processes all the revenue budget lines of a project with a non-zero pending invoice amount on the revenue budget tab of the project's form. We can insert the formula for the invoice description. Because this step is the topmost step of the billing rule, the system uses the formula of this step to define the description of the invoice that is created based on the billing rule. Let's now also insert the line description formula. As the description of each invoice line, the system uses the description of the revenue budget line. We can select the sales account from as account group and insert the sales sub-account. Make sure that the Create Lines with Zero Amounts tick box is cleared. Let's now add another step for the subcontractor's services. On the right pane, we now update this step as time and material. With this type of step, the system processes project transactions for the specified account group. We can select the account group as subcon. With this step of the billing rule, the system processes the project transaction that debits accounts mapped to the subcon account group. If the at rate is not defined, we can set the at rate to 0. We can now also insert the line quantity formula. The system uses the quantity of the project transaction as the quantity of an invoice line. For the line amount formula, the system uses the amount of the project transaction multiplied by 1.25 as the amount of the invoice line. Let's now insert the line description formula. The system uses the supplier name plus the description of the project transaction as the description of the invoice line. We can select billing rule as use sales account from, and we can enter our sales account here and update the sales sub-account. Ensure that Create Lines with Zero Amount and Quantity box is cleared. We have now configured the added step to bill subcontracts with a fixed margin coefficient of 1.25. Let's save our changes to the billing rule now. We have now created a mixed billing rule that has both types of billing steps. In the next video, we will upload project transactions and configure the project to use this billing rule.